Hi guys, my name is Akrizi and this is the Movie Critic. Oppenheimer, a 2023 movie that captivated my senses from start to finish. Oh my goodness. This movie was actually produced by the brilliant movie director Christopher Nolan, as he weaves a mesmerizing narrative that delves deep into the life of J. Robert Oppenheimer. You guys might be thinking, who is this movie about? Well, this is a movie about J. Robert Oppenheimer, the brilliant American scientist and physicist known as the father of the atomic bomb. Yeah, you heard me right. But before we delve into details concerning this movie reviews, the lovers of movie recaps, movie reviews, and movie critiques, and of course, the lover of Oppenheimer the movie should subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost a dime, it doesn't cost a penny. Subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and of course, drop your thoughts and your opinions in the comment box below. Right with me. Christopher Nolan's movies, brings a whole lot of excitement, and energy rush, to be precise. He has made a whole lot of movies, tons of movies, and this is not an exception. He's basically one of those few movie producers with love for, practical effects, that has made him deliver a monumental achievement, as there is not one single shot of CGI in this movie. Are you joking? No single shot of no CGI in this film. Wow. My soul just left my body, because this is so hard to attain as a movie producer. Shooting a movie, a drama, a biographical movie in 2023, guys, that is incredible and outstanding. As is this movie. It's a 3 hours long, movie, a big time dialogue, and of course, creating visual thought and perspective on how Oppenheimer's mind actually worked. The film score, composed by Ludwig Göransson, was nothing short of a symphonic masterpiece. It amplifies the emotional impact of every scene throughout the 3 hour runtime. Of course, it depends on, the scene and the characters that it was actually focused on at a particular moment. Now, a lot of people would find this movie boring and dull, sort of, because it is a 3 hour movie, rated adult drama. Black and white scenes were everywhere. Every dialogue, the narration, blah 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 blah, and the rest. I couldn't help but feel like I wasn't in the year 2023. And of course, a whole lot of folks wouldn't want to like this movie. And who cares if you don't like it? There are other movies out there that you can go and check out. But definitely, Oppenheimer is a movie that is worth watching. Now, we all know that Nolan is so good with his job that I don't even know where to start this review, honestly. Well, Oppenheimer was based on the book, American Prometheus. It tells the story of J. Robert Oppenheimer, who was brought on by Lewis Strauss, to be the lead scientist of the Manhattan Project that led to the creation of the atomic bomb. We all know the story. Now, Nolan, instead of focusing on, the bomb, he actually focuses on the man himself and not the atomic bomb, which proves to be brilliant, as we get a deep character study of, the aftermath, and see how this action led to not only thousands of deaths in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but the guilt, the trauma, the PTSDs, and the weight, that the man who moved the heart was forced to live with. Now, from the moment this film begins, the audience, I was transported back in time to the tumultuous era of the 1940s. And Nolan's impeccable attention to details, come on, like the detailing in this movie is crazy. It's blends seamlessly with the authentic period settings in terms of the landscape, the coloring, the dress sense, the settings of the 1940s, and so on, bringing Oppenheimer's world, to life of how things were back then in the 1940s. Now, this movie was portrayed to be a broken man. Oppenheimer himself was portrayed to be a broken man who started off doing something monumental with ambitious intentions. But on the way, he slowly realizes what he has done to the rest of the world, with his inventions killing nothing short of hundreds of thousands in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Nolan also had big deal cast in this movie. Now, talking about cast, this cast actually enriches the movie, to be frank, elevating it to cinematic, greatness. Each character were beautifully crafted and contribute significantly to the story's emotional weight. And of course, talking about cast, all the characters were amazing. Talking about cast, we have Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer, proves to be the best casting choice. Like, there is no other person, there is no other actor that could fit into this role, guys. Like, Cillian Murphy delivers an Oscar-worthy performance as J. Robert Oppenheimer. I'm telling you guys. Now, Cillian Murphy was absolutely incredible. He embodied the Oppenheimer personality to the core. Not at any point in time do I feel like I saw a character in Scarecrow or Red Eye or Peaky Blinders, just to name a few, or even any other film that he has been in. I typically saw Oppenheimer, per se, his version of him per se, to be exact. And Robert Downey Jr. was incredible also. It was phenomenal in this movie. He sure deserves some Oscar nominations, to be frank. Emily Blunt also, Emily Blunt's screen time was excellent. She might also, get a supporting actress nomination at the Oscars as her work as Oppenheimer's wife Kitty, always supporting him even when the walls were closing in. Florence Pugh's scenes were excellent also. And other actors and actresses were, at their best, they actually gave their best. It is the way Nolan actually now treats these guys like characters and not like celebrities. And I noticed this a whole lot in the movie, especially in the sequence where Oppenheimer was being questioned about his works. And this was being referred to a lot in all those times. His wife Kitty, played by Emily Blunt, was just there in the background, sitting behind him, and she doesn't even get coverage or acknowledged unless the character is so great or of great importance, in that particular scene, or else you are just there in the background. Even there were some great actors and actresses in this movie that they only showed them once or twice. Like, that was great. This movie director is on his own lane entirely. This movie gives the storytelling and documentary type of vibe, literally. And as good as this movie is technically, at the end of the day, it is really the performances that makes the movie absolutely shine. But I would love to talk about the sound mix. The sound effects are incredible. The musical score is great, just like I said earlier. But like other Nolan movies since Dark Knight Rises, a lot of dialogue in his movies feel muted, echoey, kind of. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I could only discern about 60 to 70% of the dialogue. And this got me like, what are they saying there? I'm like straining my ear to understand what they're trying to say most of the time. A lot of these complaints were lobbied towards Dark Knight Rises, Tenet, and other movies that he has actually produced. And it kind of, sucks, And this is actually back again in this movie. Straining to hear them in conversations is sort of annoying, honestly. I understand that Nolan was going for some documentary realism, especially where people were walking in crowd and you won't quite understand what they are saying, because in real life also it feels that way too. Honestly, if you are going in crowds, a whole lot of people are having several conversations, and to actually pinpoint what they are saying is going to be very, very tedious, so I definitely understand. I also want to watch a movie. I want to watch a movie, in as much as I love realism. I want to watch a movie and understand the dialogue, especially when the look on their faces shows seriousness and importance. And I couldn't understand what is going on, what they are saying, because I'm straining to hear them. It's getting, it gets better if you watch with subtitles actually. But in conclusion, Oppenheimer is an unparalleled cinematic experience that deserves every single one of its 5 stars. Christopher Nolan's visionary direction, outstanding performances, breathtaking cinematography, and emotional depths, makes this movie a true masterpiece. It is a must-watch for everyone who appreciates the power of storytelling and the impact of historical events on the course of human history. If you love this piece of a review, which I am sure you did, don't hesitate to like the video, turn on the post notification bell, subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos. I remain my humble self, Akrizi. Till next time, peace.